Well, hello everyone. Welcome to Struggle Session. I am Leslie Lee III. Thank you so much for joining us today. Let me know if it looks good, sounds good, feel good. I know the video's a little choppy. That's probably going to be okay because I'm going to be a little tiny video because we're watching wrestling today, folks. We're watching wrestling today. Thank you so much, Jack, for the raid. Thank you so much, Joe, for the raid. We're going to get back to the Halo after professional wrestling, but we had such a huge guest on today's show. I can't believe this. I truly can't believe this. This is someone who I have traveled across the world to see wrestle. I have flown to another country to see this person main event wrestling show. I am so excited to have them on. She is a former ECCW champion, a former Shimmer World champion. You have seen her in the WWE, in their women's tournament. You have seen her in every promotion worth a damn, and I'm so happy to have her on. Thank you so much for joining us, Nicole Matthews.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you. So the first thing I want to ask you, and ask everybody on here is, how have you been? How you been under quarantine?
Not too bad actually. I got to keep working throughout quarantine, obviously very differently than I usually work, but I got really lucky with that. So I've been able to keep a routine going, which is for me really big, and that's worked out pretty well.
Yeah, good. Thank you, and thank you so much for coming on. And we already got a hype train going. People are so excited. There's so many people are gifting subs. Thank you, Teeny Birds. Thank you, Julie. Thank you, Dr. Fax. Thank you, Nurse Stanley. Everyone for donating those bits and those subs. We really appreciate the hype. We're going to be watching some great wrestling today. I'm so excited. Everybody's excited to see you, Nicole. And are you excited to watch maybe the greatest wrestling event of all time, Dream Slam?
Fuck yes.
Hell yeah. Fuck yes, I like that. Thank you, Al Gorski, for the 1,500 bits. Thank you, Surplus Value, for the sub. Thank you, everyone, for getting this hype train going. We're going to get into some wrestling. Please keep the hype train going. But before we get into the hype, where can people who aren't familiar with you or your work, where can they find you and support you? I'm going to ask you every time, several times, to plug whatever you got going on. And this is the first one.
Well, I don't have a lot going on for wrestling wise right now, but N Matthews Ninja on Twitter and on Instagram. My Twitter is significantly more entertaining than my Instagram because I am funny as fuck. And at Lionsgate Dojo on Twitter and Instagram as well. That's the training school that I'm running with Artemis Spencer, who's my husband, and our two friends.
Oh, congratulations.
And Billy Swade. Yeah, we're obviously not running fully right now because of the worldwide pandemic going on right now. But we'll get there, and we're super stoked about it. And you can see a wrestling ring that Artemis Spencer built with his own two hands if you go to the Lionsgate Dojo Instagram in particular. Right. So yeah, we're pretty excited.
Cool. Trim Rose, thank you so much. Botched Out Pile Driver, thank you for the subs. Now let's get into the wrestling. And I am so excited, everyone, to share with you this show because this show is widely regarded as maybe the greatest Joshi Pro Wrestling show of all time. Now, we've already cheated. We watched one match from it. We already watched Hokuto versus Kendori, Nicole. So I'm sorry we're not going to be watching that match today, but we have
no problem.
We have several other great matches going on. But before
my video's not quite playing, should I refresh my?
Oh, yours is not quite playing. Let's see. It's not. Let me see if I can reshare this. Live TV, folks. Live TV. Live TV. Always something going on. Okay. All right. And Does
I
that?
think that's good.
All right, cool, cool, cool. Let me know if it stops or slows down. We may have to take off the little characters, folks. I know you're loving them. I know you love your little dum dums, but I feel like I might have a little bit more resources if I take them off. But we'll see. We'll see. Oh, and Nicole's audio a little bit higher. Yes, we can bump that up. And this first match, and Nicole, I should ask you for people because a lot of the people here they've never watched pro wrestling before. We're kind of building a new audience here. So, what is it? How did you get into wrestling?
Yeah, I just always watched as a kid, and when I graduated high school, I just decided to go for it. Yeah, I don't remember not watching wrestling. So yeah, I don't know. It's kind of weird. I'm like, I don't have like a big moment. It was like, oh, when Andre body slammed or Hogan body slammed Andre. I don't have anything like that. But yeah, I just always watched it. It's just always part of my life.
Yes.
And when I was in high school, kind of got more into like the indie wrestling and like um got some like VHSs to age myself terribly. Yeah, so just really got into that, and I got into women's wrestling with IWA Mid South, like their women's division, which was kind of the precursor to Shimmer. So yeah, it was pretty cool to be able to share a locker room with a lot of those, like a lot of that talent afterwards.
Yeah, I have similar experience. I never remember a time where I wasn't watching wrestling. I like some of my earliest memories are of the cartoon show with like Hulk Hogan and Roddy Piper, and I must have been like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
And folks, as always, we do put our money down on the matches. I'm gonna get our prediction going. 1 minute to get your money down. We have Akira Fukuoka and Plum Mariko RIP versus Karu Ito, who's still wrestling today, versus Saki Hasegawa.
So cool. Sorry to be difficult. It's frozen.
Oh, it's frozen again. It's frozen again. So we may.
Maybe I can watch it on another.
Yeah, we may have to. We may have to do a brief pause for the calls.
Sorry, guys.
But get your bets in. It will be Plum and Hikari in the more colorful outfits, and then Ito in the green and Hasegawa. This is kind of a crapshoot, folks. This is an early match. They were all very young, so get your money down. But we are going to take a small break.
newbies here. There's so many people who've been here for like years, and just seeing everybody kind of cross together, and
it's just a crazy mix of talent, and it's really cool. So I like had been consistently on every volume since volume 15 until last set of volumes, whichever number that is, 90 something, but then I had to miss that last volume or that last like 4 volumes, and then I'm back. But I feel like there's so many new people that I'm just like, I was gone for like 1 weekend. How are there so many new people? Yeah, it's crazy. I'm like, ooh, I don't think we've met. Sorry.
Well, in the past, you were the Shimmer champion, Shimmer Tag Team champions. So when you come to an event like this and you see these titles floating around, I mean, it must be in the back of your mind a little bit that you want them back.
If we're being honest, not really.
Seriously? Ooh, okay. And what's the reasoning for that?
I kind of like being, okay, so my natural state as a wrestler, I feel like, is like a comedy mid-card type of wrestler. And I don't think that is a good champion necessarily. Like, I can adapt, and that's fine. But I like being able to have fun out there and to slip on a banana peel and show some ass and do that fun stuff. So like being kind of a main eventer, you have to be a little more serious. And I'm just like, like even like today against Mia, we're supposed to be semi-main, and I'm like, I'm going to cough all over everybody, and that's the story of the match. So I kind of like going towards comedy a little more. So I wouldn't mind the tag team championships because you can still kind of get away with that, like how Leva and Delilah are doing right now. And like me and Portia Perez used to be like that too. But the Shimmer
Should I find a
champion, I don't know. It's just a big responsibility. You know, it's for the youngins coming up. They can take care of it.
All right, so we'll leave you to having all the fun in the ring.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I just want to have fun. I don't want to like have people depend on me.
Thank you for being patient.
You started watching this when you were about 3 or 4 years old because your dad flopped you on TV.
Really? Oh, cool.
God. Yeah, I can hear my different
So it's kind of like when we're not watching it, right? Yeah, exactly.
So that was exactly it for you.
Yeah, it's always been part of my life.
Okay. And what was it that grasped you? Was it just the fact that, hey, this is something my dad likes and I'm just going to commit to it? Or were there certain characters that you were just like, this is awesome?
I don't know. I can't specifically point to something, but the athleticism plus like the drama and the characters like really drew me in, and the fact that
Nicole matches. One viewer. Well, I have like what I've done. Yeah, Nicole State matches. I don't think I found that one. I don't really verify anything. Oh, maybe, okay, cool. Please try this. Oh. Sorry, it's my husband's computer, so I'm not logged on to anything. Okay, I think I got it. Maybe. Oh yeah, that was way better. Great. Yay! I'm so jealous of people who can make music, though. I'm so the opposite of musically talented.
Everyone, I think we're back. Let me know if you hear me, if you hear Nicole. Nicole, if you could speak.
Hey, sorry.
All right. We are back. I hope you got your money in. We are about to watch some wrestling. Let's go.
Oh, yay. I can see everything now. Sorry, everybody.
All right, it does say Nicole has an echo. That echo will be gone now. Echo is gone.
All right.
We will get back into the wrestling. We already saw that beautiful procession the grandeur of Zenja. Nicole, I do want to ask you, is this what you dreamed of seeing when you thought about becoming a wrestler? In that big ass Yokohama arena, thousands of Japanese businessmen cheering for you.
Only Japanese businessmen, yes. That's all I dreamed about. I don't know. I was more into the like actual wrestling part. Like the people who grabbed me were like the nitty gritty wrestlers more so than the big presentation. But like I always like personally as a wrestler, I feel super awkward with big presentation. Like entrances, I hate entrances so much. Yeah, I like shit talking to the fans and stuff, but like in like a big stage like this, I'd be like, "Oh, what do I do with my hands?" I feel like when we had to for like when I wrestled for the Mae Young Classic, and just like, "Oh, you have to pose for this long," and it's like, "Oh, fuck," it was awkward. It was like to me like just so awkward and weird, and not my cup of tea.
I knew what you pulled one of these. You pulled one of these. It looked pretty good. Like the kind of arrogant shrug. Like I
tried. Well, it's funny because you see because everyone goes before you, right? Or it's like everyone's doing it one by one. So I was like, I'm gonna do a sweet head spring. Like that's what I'm gonna do. And then like Karen Yu did one like right before me. I'm like, fuck. I have to think of something else now. So there went my pose. That's the only thing I can do. That's like, whoa, cool. But oh well.
Wow, Trevor Cumbo, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. Let's see where the action was. Nicole now. Ito Hasegawa, 64% of the money went to their Mega Drivers, heavy on that. Fukuoka and Plum Mariko, 36%. I thought Plum would have been the favorite in this match.
She's who I would have put money on.
Yeah. Well, we unfortunately we weren't able to give that advice yet. Only 36. But Little Ring Donkey, they might know something. They were heavy on Plum and Fukuoka.
Oh my god, their cardio, like, just...
It can tire you out just watching.
Oh my god, it does. There's a reason why when I wrestle, there's a lot of talking. And no, it's awesome to watch. I love the high energy. I actually remember the first time I watched, like, Joshi women wrestle, and it was that... I don't know, I guess I was just watching... It must have been 1995, that Survivor Series, the one with the Lunger Blaze. And like I was fucking blown away. And then I had and then eventually I saw like years down the line like Jumping Bomb Angels, and like against Glamour Girls in the late 80s, and then that like 87 Survivor Series I think it was too, where like a lot of oh man, it was just mind blowing. It's really too bad that it couldn't continue on that path for a long time because of a certain fabulous bitch. That cunt.
Sorry. Oh god.
Yeah.
Nicole Matthews does not have a filter, as you can see.
Oh yeah, I'm not looking for a job anytime soon anywhere.
Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness.
Yeah, 0 filter. Yeah, but like that's so cool. And so many spots that I want to like just pause to like write down to try and stuff.
I do have an instant replay. We're going to make use of that. And looks like Hasegawa is bleeding already. Look at how intense this match is. This is an early match. I think there were like 10 or 15 matches on this card, and this is one of the early ones. And somebody is bleeding because they're going so goddamn hard.
It's a different mindset, first time I wrestled, I think Aiko Hamada was my first.
Oh, wow. I think I was in the audience for that. Yeah.
It was intimidating. That was scary, but it was awesome.
I only know her as a fan, but she does seem like a very sweet woman, but it must be intimidating.
I remember that there's like 2 different times at Shimmer, and they're pretty close together. Where I remember being in the ring, and like I don't get like super nervous before matches usually because I don't know, I just usually have a lot of fun wrestling. But the first time I wrestled cheerleader Melissa, and then the time I wrestled Ayako Hamada, I just remember standing there just staring at the entrance, being like, "All right, here we go." And they're both super fun matches, and I really like them. I haven't watched them lately, but I hope they hold up.
I
But
think
yeah,
they
those
do.
are awesome.
Oh, look at that top rope power slam.
Hell yes. God, they just go.
Yes. Looks like it is in Plum's and Fukuoka's hands. That was the Plum special suplex. Didn't quite get all of it. Who used to do that Plum special in Shimmer? Was it Daisy Reed? I know
Maybe, yeah.
Somebody used it as a
fuck.
finisher. It's very nice. Oh, double stops from Ito. Those
No
signature
way.
maneuvers. She's still doing them. She's still wrestling.
Oh, that's rad.
The innovator of the double stomp.
I actually took. I didn't do that. Not the double stomp. I did a when people come off the ropes, like a northern light suplex like that. It was definitely inspired by that. I was like, oh shit, what if I did that in northern? So, very influential.
Yeah. Oh.
Hell yeah, they're brutal.
Intense back and forth match. Another rolling back solo butt from Hatsugawa and another. Oh, that was right. That was right on the money. Let's see if we can get the instant replay on that. Oh, and she drops it with an uranagi. But we have the break. No fucking around. That is absolutely right. Joshi have no chill. No chill whatsoever.
No chill. No chill. Trust me, no chill.
The duck. Ito with the capture and the roll up.
I took a few double stomps in the gut from Nakajima a few years ago, and those were serious business.
Oh Jesus!
I felt like I was gonna fucking puke.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh, it was good.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Dominus, for the subscription earlier. Sorry if I missed any notifications. A lot going on as always over here at Struggle Session Studios. Oh, and she got the... I did not expect that.
Great finish out of nowhere. Yeah. I loved it.
Out of nowhere. You got so busy and she just was able to get that pin off of that roll-up, secured it. And so, let's see who takes the money. Of course, Rico and Fukuoka takes that one. Let's see how the money moved. Little Ring Donkey making some money. LO3, what kinds of snacks can you get at these matches? All right, I can talk about this in detail, actually. All right, so at Corrigan Hall, at least, the best thing are the little chicken fingers. The little chicken fingers. I'm going to pause the match. The chicken fingers are the best. Oh, Nicole, you look like you're glitching out a little bit.
Oh, am I?
Yes.
Oh, yes. Shoot. Yeah, look at me there. Yeah. It's an illusion. I'm not here.
But the chicken fingers are to die for, I think, at Corrigan Hall. But you can get, like, pretzels, cigarettes, various kinds of cigarettes, very smoker-friendly. What else do they have? They have... I don't think they have burgers or anything. I don't think they have hot dogs. They might have hot dogs, but I don't like hot dogs, so I never got one. Let's see. Yeah. Maybe if you can disconnect and reconnect.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Or just leave the call and get back in. Yeah. Give us one moment, folks. All right, we're back up. We're not having nightmares anymore. But yeah, they got some pretty good snacks at Corrigan Hall, and plus there's convenience stores in the area. And Nicole, you spent a little bit of time in Japan. What did you eat when you were there?
See, I thought I was really into sushi before I went over because I like in Vancouver we have so much sushi here, but that was very Canadianized sushi. I came to realize when I went over there. But I just stuck to rice and meat basically. I didn't go too crazy with anything.
I
It was funny though because I went with Portia and she's vegetarian, so
yes,
that
yes.
was interesting to navigate that.
Yeah, being vegetarian in Japan is very, very, it can be very difficult.
Yeah, yeah, I wouldn't have like I just never would have thought of it, but she was like, "Ah, no, can't eat literally anything on here." And I'm like, "Ooh, that sucks."
And since we are about to come up with our next match, oh, all right, so it does stop. Give me 1 second. We're gonna fast forward, and we're gonna get into our next matchup, which is Esther Moreno and Kaoru versus Mima Shimoda and Tomoko Watanabe. Esther Moreno, of course, luchadora, but Mima Shimoda spent a lot of, is a luchador in her own right, spent years living in Mexico. I think she still lives there now. We've seen some Mima Shimoda earlier from her tag team with Etsuko Nisa, LCO. She's, she's one of my favorite wrestlers and very kind to, but terrifying in the ring, of course. All right, and we will get our predictions going. Now, Nicole, would you give a little bit of your expertise?
Oh God. I've always I'm gonna say Shimoda.
Okay, we're going with Shimoda. Look at that
Please do
beautiful
not base your
costuming.
bets off what I'm saying though.
日本に帰ってまいりました前田薫です。なんと渡辺智子コスチューム一新覆面で登場しました。
Oh, that robe,
Look
beautiful.
at the beautiful costume from the Joshi. Nicole, who has
Yeah.
won the costuming battle so far?
Oh man. Honestly, I love like that robe is incredible. So no, I love. You know what? I don't know. I love them all. They're all like I just love how it's always the best looking gear in Joshi wrestling. You know, if you ever need inspiration, that's definitely the people to look to.
So that's Moreno and Karu. Moreno is in the gold and the mask. Shimoda
Yeah,
is in
great.
the red and black with Watanabe in the yellow and the blue. So get your money down. 1 minute in, and we're already going. Eli, thank you so much for resubscribing. 3 months. Wow, thank you so much. Mason, thank you so much for the follow. Everyone get your predictions, your bets in. Let me know if the stream is looking good and sounding good now.
Nice.
Let me know if you copped the new shirt. You know, you saw it in the ad that you had to watch for a few minutes. I know it looked good. Let me know if you got it. Just do exclamation point merch if you want to cop that gear. Get some new drip for the quarantine streams you're doing.
I love the lucha influence, like in Joshi wrestling. It's like just so apparent, and I love this mix of styles. I think they do the best job of it.
Yeah, like of all the different places that lucha goes, like I think
Yeah.
Joshi handles the best and has the and lots of crossover start. Oh, Ayoka Amada, as we mentioned earlier, is a lucha Joshi crossover. All 4 women, I think, in this match have experience in Mexico. And that's part of why it was on this show, because it had so many big interpromotional matches. I think they had minis, and then they had this like like a lucha match. They also have an MMA match. I think we're gonna skip that though. I don't think it's very good. But there is a kickboxing match.
I saw someone just ask when we're getting Lucha Nicole, and sooner rather than later. I've been working on my moonsault a lot lately, legit, and I've been limbering up and trying to get back doing like springboards and shit. I'm going through a midlife crisis. I'm like, I'm going to completely change my style of wrestling when I come back.
Yeah. So, Nicole, can you talk about this? Because we don't hear this that much. Like when you're, wrestling fan, you're just thinking about you spend hours picking the moves for your wrestler in the video game. How you, when you're a wrestler, how you decide what to do, what not to do, what works, what to stick with, what to say, what to give up on.
It's a lot of trial and error, and it's like I don't know, for me personally, it's like there's certain things that come very naturally in wrestling to me, like the character based stuff comes quite naturally, and like being that type of wrestler. But I love training, so I love doing all this different stuff at training, and I like learning new things still, even after 15 years. So I like will try to incorporate it, but it's so easy to fall back on what you are naturally good at, which to me is like striking people hard and shit talking, basically. That's my main focus. But like I really like learning different techniques and everything. So and for me, it's like I'm lucky because I don't wrestle for money. I get paid to wrestle, sorry, but I don't like, it's not my living, it's my passion project. So I can just do whatever I want and it's awesome. So yeah, just when I get bored, I do something different and I don't like being bored and I like doing new things. I don't know how people do the same thing year after year. It would bore me. So, but that's just me, and it's not my job; it's my hobby. So, like, it's easy for me to say. I just saw someone asked about the Vancouver maneuver. I was trying to pick a move that I could give to everybody, and that seemed to be it. And watching with Christopher, actually, it was my trainer, Aaron Idle, who suggested I do it because he had wrestled Christopher Daniels recently at that point, I think. So he was the one who suggested it. So I did it, and it stuck, and it's been a great move.
Yeah, and you are one of the people who has successfully been able to make that move. A lot of people have tried to make that move work, and it didn't work out for them. But people liked it when you did it. But is there any move that you like knew the fans would just love or react to, and then they just didn't care about, and you were like, oh man.
I tried to do a flying knee, not like the Kenta Danielson one, but like just like like a run at them, like jump up knee thing. And that never got over ever, and no one
Oh,
ever cared when I did
oh.
that. And it didn't look that good, I don't think. I think that's why. But I tried to get that over for a bit, and no one bit.
I always love a good flying knee, but yeah, sometimes
Me
fans care,
too.
sometimes they don't.
Yeah, they're like, just use your foot instead. Why are you doing that? So yeah, that was one I tried to get over a bit. Yeah, I'm trying to think what else. I'm sure there's others. So it's just like, what are you doing? Oh yeah, like I was doing like a lion tamer, and it was really over in Vancouver because I was like doing a lot of intergender stuff at the time. So like that was a nice, like it was good to have a submission finish like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, whenever I tried it at Shimmer, I didn't quite get the.
Oh,
People
come
didn't.
on.
People knew it wasn't the finish every time.
Oh.
Maybe I wasn't putting it on good enough. I don't know. I was really hoping for a secondary finisher, but didn't quite work out. I stuck to roll up the tights or roll up, grab the tights as my secondary finisher for a while.
Look at
Yeah, but
a
the
lot of my
idea of multiple
strong.
finishers—that's what I want to bring when wrestling is going again. When I want to do multiple finishers. I'm bringing it back.
Oh, hell yeah.
False finishes are going to be actual false finishes.
Hell yes.
Oh shit!
And
I
we
missed the
got.
finish.
Oh, wow. I did not. That was a quick finish. That was a quick
Damn.
finish. Even the audience seemed a little. That was that live Magistral cradle next to the ropes.
Oh,
To the ropes. That
good enough
was.
Ultimo Dragon. Good enough for me.
Yeah, yeah. Very, very surprising finish. And that was an upset. But the money was mostly on Morena and Kaoru. So we're going to give those people their money. And Nicole, before I bring the next matchup, tell people where they can find you. Yeah, Zelcats say weren't they under the bottom rope? I am sorry, I have to complete the prediction. I have to go with the referee, but you have valid complaints if you lost money on that one.
I met Nicole, Ed Matthews Ninja on Twitter and on Instagram. I'm also on Facebook, but legitimately have not checked it in almost a year now, so don't bother with that one. And the wrestling school I run with Artemis Spencer, Tony Baroni, and Billy Swade is called Lionsgate Dojo. And it's that for Twitter and Instagram. And we have a website, lionsgatedojo.ca. I have a pro wrestling tees shop that I haven't updated in a couple of years as well. If you want an old ass Nicole Matthews t-shirt, you can go there. I'm terrible at merch. So if you're wanting to support me, support someone else because they'll appreciate it more.
Well, that's nice. That's very, very nice. I remember one of my favorite pro wrestling t-shirts ever. Sadly, not one of yours, but one of your long-time tag team partners, Portia Perez. And it just said, Portia Perez hates me. And it was on really nice fabric, too. And
it was the best wrestling shirt I've ever worn. I completely agree. It was awesome.
Amazing. All right, and our next match, we have Kyoko Inoue and Takako Inoue. Not related, but they did tag team together as Double Inoue versus the challengers from the outside JWP promotion, Kyuji Suzuki and Mayumi Ozaki. These are invaders. See, this is an inter-promotional match. This was big as big can get. There were several Joshi, Japanese women's wrestling promotions at the time. AJW was the top dog, but LLPW and JWP, they were coming for them. And there was, you got these rare inter-promotional matches. And we're going to see, a real treat with this one. This one is very, very good.
Yes.
In fact, rated 5-star by Dave Meltzer. So wrestling doesn't get better than this until he started adding new numbers to it.
Oh, don't get me started on the more than 5-star thing. Give me a break.
All right, we're gonna get 2 minutes on this prediction as we watch the entrance of Kyoko Inoue. You've seen her with the Ultimate Warrior type tights, and Takako Inoue. A legendary wrestler.
It's just mind-blowing to think this is 1993.
Yeah.
And it's just like, fuck, it really does hold up, doesn't it? It's like good shit.
Yeah.
It more than holds up.
Yeah, it's some of the greatest things you can ever see. Takako Inoue still wrestling. I think Kyoko still wrestles as well. Takako, she's on Facebook. Say, if you liked her match, go find her on Facebook and say, hey, your match is cool. She appreciates it. Legendary Joshi wrestling. You gotta love it. You gotta love the atmosphere. That ring.
It'd be pretty cool to be able to do this.
Yeah.
Transport back in time.
Yes. Maybe we can make it happen again. Maybe pandemic will make pro wrestling so wildly popular that this can come back.
Yes.
Suzuki.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I would like to wrestle in Japan one more time before I retire, for sure.
Mayumi Ozaki in the red. Takako Inoue in the blue. Kyoko in the multicolor with the face paint. Get your money down. Double Inoue versus Suzuki and Ozaki. One of the greatest matches of all time. We are about to watch this on Struggle Session. Let's go. You can tell the fans already know it's about to go down. Beautiful women didn't usually work together. They're from different promotions. They're trying to prove who is the better Joshi promotion. Let's see. respectful handshake in the beginning.
Like the tension-filled handshake is good.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sichtenstein, thank you so much for the follow. And we have the bell. Takako, tallest wrestler in the ring. One of the taller Joshi wrestlers, uses it to her advantage. Able to outmuscle Ozaki, who is on the small side, but do not underestimate Ozaki. She has won every title that's worth talking about. Oh.
Yes, immediately. I love
and the
it.
disrespect begins. Oh, beautiful arm drag. Ozaki, at the time, known for being a pure, bit of a brawler, but lately she's known for hardcore matches. If you see her now, she's usually just like swinging a chain at somebody's head.
That's the last time I saw her.
Now, Nicole, what were your experiences like? Right? What was it like? You did a tour, I think, Stardom, was it?
No, I did Reina.
Reina, that's right, Reina. Yeah.
In like 2011.
Oh,
so it's quite a while. Oh, fuck, oh my God, 10 years ago.
Oh, God.
Jesus Christ. I'm still young. Yeah, it was super fun. It was me and Portia did it together. So we did 3 shows, like tag team. They were all tag team matches. Yeah, it was super fun. Yeah, our last one was in Osaka, and it was that was our best one, and it was I forget. I have such a bad memory sometimes, but it was against a Hiro and a young girl, and I forget who the young girl's name was. I don't know if she's still wrestling.
I mean, how can you keep your memory when this is happening? Stuff like this is happening to you. This is a huge swing. Oh my God, this is like 30 or 40 rotations. Oh my God, I think this was one of her bigger ones of all time. Oh my God.
Oh, that's rad.
The ref jumps in. He may call the match right now. Double Inoue dominant right now on the home turf. 5 stars
just for that.
Kyoko may be trying to put this away like right now, going into the torture rack. And that throw signature from Kyoko, but usually towards the end of the match. Double Inoue not working by an hour.
I like it. You know how serious this match is, and trying to put them away early.
Yeah.
That gear is cool.
Oh, absolutely beautiful gear.
Yeah.
And you're someone who changes up your gear fairly, I think, more often than others do. You've had some really cool ones. So what goes into picking that next gear that you're going to go with?
Much like how I was saying earlier with my wrestling style, how I get bored. I get bored with my gear too. So I just try to do different things. Some are successful, some are not. I've had some really bad gear that didn't fit very well as well. Yeah, I don't know. I'll just see something and I'll be like, yeah, I'm going to do that. Or just get bored with what I'm wearing. Or I do kind of wish I had more of a theme with my gear throughout my career, though, because it looks very schizophrenic a little bit, from especially at Shimmer, where you would film 4 volumes at a time and then not come back for 6 months. And it's just from volume to volume. It's very obvious that I was had a short attention span and wanted to do something else.
Yeah, that's the thing. So it never caught on in America really, but in Japan, of course, the wrestlers will just pick a color, and that will be the color that they have in all their gear. It's for all everything they do, but that never really, especially on the indie scene. I don't think I
No.
can't think of anybody who does that really.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
Hey, Eminent Prof, thank you so much for
Skater, I
joining.
guess Kelly Skater always
Oh,
had
Kelly
green.
Skater, yeah, she did.
Yeah, she's the only one I can think of who had like the same, like it was different types of green after a while. Like she progressed, but she had like similar looking gear her whole career, I think. Yeah, she's maybe the only one.
Look at that Dragon Sleeper by Kyuyi Suzuki on Taku no Inoue.
Yes.
Beautiful. Beautiful. You talk about all the high speed stuff, but they're such innovators in submissions too. I think Joshi has the best submissions.
Oh, 100%. Like, yeah, and like the transitions into those submissions are, yeah, definitely have stolen one or two of that for sure. But then sometimes, like, I don't realize how much more flexible some of them are than I am. So I'm like, oh yeah, I can do that. And then I try it. I'm like, oh no, 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 no. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe after like 3 hours of yoga, I can do that. That's about it. Or 19-year-old me could do that, but not so much 34-year-old
And
me.
speaking of flexibility, Takako dropping down with
Oh
that
yeah.
deep Boston crab.
This is gonna sound weird, but I'm impressed that her red lipstick is still in place.
Yes, that's a nice hold. That's a nice hold. If you can wrestle and still not get, and it's still mostly intact.
Yeah, that's pretty. I've only wrestled with dark lipstick a couple times, and it's like everywhere immediately. So
We're gonna get.
it's just a little on her teeth. That's not bad.
That's not bad at all.
Yeah, it kind of looks like blood though, so it's kind of cool.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Downs Paper, for the follow. Einbert, thank you so much for the follow.
Wow.
Most of the money did go to Double Inoue. Again, no relation. Just happen to be two amazing wrestlers. Are we excited for Maki Ito in AEW? Hell yeah, I love her. She is so cool. I like her a lot.
That tournament looks pretty badass, actually. I was looking at it, like the brackets the other day.
Yeah,
I love how they're doing it. That's great.
Yeah, it looks like a really good tournament. I'm excited for it. I did not expect AEW to be so committed to Joshi. I really thought they were full of shit at the beginning. They were going to hire a couple and then just kind of go away from it. But no, they are really committed to it. I like it.
No, it's good. They were, I think, they were patient with their women's division too, which was good. Because in the beginning it looked questionable. Like they weren't quite there. There's a lot of, I guess maybe just not a lot of girls on the indies to choose from.
Yeah, because WWE had hired so many.
Yes.
So many.
Yeah, because they're women. They're like NXT and all that. They're like women's division stacked right now. You're right. They went on a hiring spree, so I'm like, oh, that's kind of sucks for AEW. But no, they've like looking at this tournament. I'm like, okay, they figured it out. They figured out and like bring in like Serena Deeb and stuff.
Oh
like,
yeah, I'm so happy to see her back.
Yeah, me too. The matches she's had have been awesome on AEW too. So it's like, yes, like that fundamentals type wrestling has really helped the division, I think, a lot.
Serena Deeb, one of my favorite wrestlers. I actually saw her retirement match in Japan, and I was very happy that she has come back a couple of times. I do not regret my ticket at all. I'm so happy she's back in wrestling.
I think Cat Power might have been at her retirement show too.
Yeah, I think she might have been too. Because I met. Yeah. I think I interviewed Cat around that time too. It might have been around the same time.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think that's the last time Cat's been in Japan too.
Yeah. How is she doing? I haven't seen her in a while.
She's good. She's good. Yeah, she's in Vancouver. Like we don't see each other that often right now. We talk to each other a lot, but obviously pandemic, so we're not partying or anything. But yeah, she's going to school and working and everything. So she's keeping busy. She's doing well. Yeah. And she was still wrestling before pandemic, so been almost a year since there's been wrestling in Vancouver, though. So we're all, yeah. There's a couple smaller shows on Vancouver Island, which is like nearby, in the summer. But then then restrictions came stricter after a bit, so everyone had to shut down. Yeah, which sucks, but whatever. It's so funny though to see like in Vancouver, our cases are about 400 a day right now with like 10 to 12 12 deaths they on average, which like is really awful. Like in BC in general, not just Vancouver. But then you see like some like in Florida, like the stats and like there's like full on wrestling shows happening. I'm like, oh man, it's like two different worlds right now.
Beautiful dragon suplex by Q
That was
Suzuki.
awesome.
We need to dragon suplex this goddamn coronavirus. That's what I'm saying.
I was like asking my husband, I'm like, do you think I should do I want to do a tiger or dragon suplex? He's like, I'm like, which one? And he's like, maybe when you're 19, maybe not now. He's like, maybe stick to what you know now. He's like, that's a young person's game. I'm like, no, I can still do a tiger suplex if I want to.
They were apparently watching the match earlier. They delivered about 5 or 6 double stomps to Kyoko in a row. Look at the confidence from Ozaki. Just knew she had that win. Would put down most, but maybe not Kyoko.
I like how they upped it though. They're like, oh, you just like run off the ropes and do double stomps? Watch this. I'm going to use gravity.
Slip on the ropes by Kyoko. They take advantage with this elevated German suplex. Ozaki using everything using the ring to make up for the height difference. Look at that beautiful twisting body press.
Ooh. Great landing.
Absolutely beautiful wrestling here.
That's good. That's really good.
Oh!
Yes.
Full laid out power bomb.
Did she handstand into it? Like it looked like she almost did a front walkover into that. That looked amazing.
And the signature taco backdrop driver with the hold. Going after Ozaki's weak knee. Bit of dirty pull from Takao Inoue.
I like how they they're reacting naturally to everything. It's like someone when she broke up the pin, she was like stomped her. It's like get off her, and I was like, yeah, that's what you would do if someone did that. Like it's cool. It's like they don't look like they're fighting. They're like fighting. They're great.
Fighting. This is the fight.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing match. That suplex from Ozaki, that's the one for signatures. I forget the name of it, but that's one for signature maneuvers. Oh, she's calling for it again, but she counters, gets countered, and does the counter.
Yeah, this match is awesome.
So much is going on.
Yeah. I would not want to be a commentator in this match. You're like, another, looks good.
That's basically what they say in Japanese. Oh, look at that triple jump, back elbow off the ropes.
Oh, it's crazy.
Uh-oh. She's calling for it. The Niagara driver. A brutal power bomb. Uh-oh. Here we go. Oh, but Ozaki counters into the roll-up.
I think that was one of the things I tried to do at training because just the way she didn't go over the top. She went like over her shoulder with it. And that requires quite a bit of flexibility to hook her feet the way she did. And I didn't realize that before trying it. Yeah, that was a good reality check. Nice.
2. Oh, so close. So close. Ozaki trying to catch Kyoko in the pin combination. Oh, look at what a counter. That's just the little things that they do. The middle rope reverse jump
Yeah.
drop kick. Oh, amazing, amazing. Cutie just barely able to make it in there with the save. Everyone, how you feel about this match? Where'd you put your money? Who you think's gonna take it? So evenly matched. Uh-oh. Signature maneuver from Takedo, the choke slam. And it's broken up.
Like again, their cardio is insane. I'm huffing and puffing watching it.
What was it like training in Japan?
I didn't get to train too much. I just had a couple sessions.
Oh, and the assist.
Whoa, that was rad.
Oh, that choke slam,
Nice.
power bomb combination is able
awesome.
to do it. Amazing. Forgive me, folks. I think I want to rewind that a little bit, but I don't. All right, here we go. That's the first choke slam we put out. I'm sorry, I don't have fine motor control on this thing. It's very tiny. It's very tiny on here. But we're gonna let's see if I can make it a little bit closer. But we're gonna get the finish again. What a match! And it was the hometown team of Double Inoue with the Niagara Driver choke slam combination. You always love when a tag team can combine their finishers into one. Sometimes it just works out like that. Now, the Ninjas, it was difficult for y'all. Wasn't Porsche? Did y'all ever do a combination finisher?
Yeah, we did the German superplex.
German superplex, but
combo.
the super kick. Yes, that was right. That was right.
Yeah.
That was
The
right,
funky
and
cold
I think
Medina
y'all did the
was
right
it.
way because you were using it because your German suplex was very good. I actually remember when it happened. It was every time you did a German suplex, it looked so good. We reacted to it, and so it became from what I remember, it became a big move for you. And Porsche super kick was really good, and so, that was a legitimate combination tag team. I mean, that's why the Canadian Ninjas were one of the greatest tag teams of all time.
Dude, you know, it's funny. Like I've been quarantined, obviously, so watching a lot more like shit than I usually would. And I was watching all of our old tag stuff not too long ago, and I'm like, fuck, we were a fucking fun tag team. I have so many good memories from that. It was like one of my favorite times in wrestling was always teaming with her. Like we had really surprise. Like it's just for no reason we had good chemistry. Like we didn't know each other before we teamed. We just were randomly put in a tag team by Prazak, and it just really worked out. And our personalities gelled really well. Like in real life, like we're still like really good friends. Last Christmas, obviously not this past one, but last Christmas, me and like my husband went on vacation with her and her husband for a week in Jamaica.
Oh, cool.
Like it's like, yeah, like we're still like awesome friends and stuff. So yeah, no, it's just worked out really nice. And like I was rewatching it and I'm like, man, because everyone always talks about what a great, like how charismatic Portia was and like her promos and what a good character she was, but so underrated as a wrestler. Like her fundamentals are so much better than people give her credit for. Like it's crazy. Like I'm such a fan of her old stuff, like watching it back. And we made a fun tag team. And her, it was good to tag team with someone who had that much personality too. So I was like, not that I was ever afraid to show personality, but it was good. Like we just kind of amplified each other's personalities. And I don't think, I don't know. I was watching a tag team. It wasn't like watching a women's tag team, if that makes sense. We were just like two wrestlers being obnoxious assholes, and like us being women was secondary to that, or like our looks never played into our characters at all. And I thought that was pretty, at the time at least. It's not unique anymore, I don't think, but I think at the time that was pretty unique.
Yeah, I loved your team. I loved booing you so much. I loved say I used to like I feel such energy telling you and Portia how much I hate you. It felt so good. It felt so nice. You
Oh,
were
we were the worst. We were obnoxious assholes. And if anyone liked us, I would question them as a person, quite frankly, because we were such assholes.
All right. So I wish I had a Canadian Ninjas match ready to go,
That's
but I
all on
have
that stream shimmer stuff. Yeah.
yeah,
Ooh,
but I do have this match from ECCW, which has a lot of great stuff up on their YouTube channel, which everyone should check out. There is a 4-hour Best of Nicole Matthews show
dear
up
God,
on
if you make it through that, good for you. A
Nicole
lot of
is very
2006 and
modest,
7 on there, I think.
but as you can see, we're about to watch a main event type match from Nicole versus Shayna Baszler, who you see in WWE right now. And I've seen this match before. It's very, very good. But before we talk about it too much, you gotta put your money down, folks. You gotta put your money down. Now, you've been watching Nicole Matthews on here, but Shayna Baszler, MMA fighter, unstoppable, just a monster of a wrestler. Who do you think is going to take this match? And I do want to tell you, this is a knockout or submission match, not Nicole Matthews. Even though Nicole Matthews is a hard hitter, I wouldn't call. You have to give the edge to Shayna Baszler, the
Why did
former
I agree
MMA
to this
fighter.
match? That was bad decision by me, I think.
All right, so we got our prediction up. Who are you gonna put your money on? Nicole Matthews versus Shayna Baszler. Knockout or submission. Is that like Baszler's crew? Is she?
Yeah, for
Oh my
Entourage.
god! Oh my god! How
This
intimidating is that? She's got like
all
a
those
whole.
scrawns. Come on. Beat them all up. Yeah, it's awesome though. It's hilarious.
Yeah, fellow horsewoman there by her side,
Yeah,
and all her
Jessamine
whole
Duke.
team. Jesus Christ!
So obnoxious.
Absolutely amazing. Oh my god.
That's pretty shitty how they took up the whole locker room, you know?
Oh my
The
god.
25-person entourage wasn't enough room for the wrestlers back there.
That was outstanding.
You guys are lucky you get to see babyface Nicole Matthews.
Yes.
It's not super common, you know?
That was an amazing thing because all of a sudden I moved to Japan and then I start seeing stuff from Canada saying, oh, Nicole Matthews, she's my icon. She's my hero. Little girls are crying in the audience for Nicole
You're like,
Matthews.
the fuck? It was a really fun challenge though to be because I just like being a kind of a like main event babyface for lack of a better way to say it. It was cool. I really loved working with Shayna. Like this is one of my favorite series of matches.
Oh, it's quite the feud. They, it went back and forth. I'm not going to say anything more because we do have money still going down. But it looks like, Nicole, I have to say, most of the money did go to Shayna. Someone in the chat said the entrance alone is what.
Hey, you know what? I get it. It's pretty intimidating. She only brought 3 in the ring with her, but there's like 25 outside the ring. It's only just me. I really should have made some friends before this match, clearly.
That's a problem when you become a face. You don't have any friends to help you.
To be fair, as a heel, I only had one, and that was Portia Perez. No one liked us. We couldn't even get the other heels to like us. That's how obnoxious we were. Kicked out of the locker room, that type of heel. I did make a friend in Madison Eagles once, but then I threw fire in her face.
Oh yeah, you
So
did. You did try to light her on fire after that.
yeah,
Shout
that
out
kind of
to
ended the friendship. What are you gonna do? It was worth it. I got a title out of it, you know.
And she comes into this match tonight with
nice atmosphere here. Y'all really built this ECW up into something really special. It was really nice to see.
Yeah, the Commodore was such a cool, like, or is such a cool venue. It's, it's really nice too. Like, not only is the atmosphere great and the lighting and everything, like they're pros there, but the floor itself, it's like a dance floor, so it's a little bouncy.
Oh, cool.
So
Very
it like,
convenient.
yeah, totally, and that works for when you're like on the outside too. I've done fair share, sorry, my fair share of hardcore matches in here too. A lot of doing stuff on the floor, and it was one of the better venues for that for sure.
I'll give it to
All
Nicole
right.
Matthews. She was smart
Shayna
enough to tap out that
Baszler.
night,
This
but
was
she was
during
stupid
her
enough to
storied
accept this match.
run on the indie scene before joining WWE. We do
Yes.
have a controversial question in the chat, but Nicole, you said you had no filter. I'm gonna ask you this: Why don't you do this in the Fed?
Like, why doesn't Shayna do this in the Fed,
Why
or why
don't
doesn't?
you?
Oh, the United States of America doesn't like me right now. That's
Oh,
why.
oh! Is it a delicate subject?
Whatever. It is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah. No, but honestly, it's even if that wasn't the case, I have a full-time career in Canada, and it's like very good, like pension union type of
Oh, that's
job. I
great.
really enjoy it. So, yeah, no, I really love
Oh,
wrestling, and my oh yeah, fuck you, Shayna.
oh, look at
Bitch.
that little bit of that old school of Nicole Matthews coming back, and
Hell
that's I'm just really happy to hear that. Hear any wrestler that has something going on outside and can do it after the fact. That's really great, Nicole.
yeah, totally. And it's like, it's kind of always been like that for me, honestly. Like I've had, like, because I work for a municipality, so I've worked with it. Like
Oh, and
obviously,
that big dive!
hell yeah,
Hell
got all
yeah!
25 of them. Get out of here. It's amazing that they all fell down. That's crazy.
Look at Matthew
That's,
standing over the bodies.
I definitely picked a few students ahead of the time to step on.
That little Jezebel.
That trainer, he has the gloves on. He has the gloves on. He's a.
Oh,
I guess he's
serious
like the
business.
cut man.
Yeah, this is the bucket with like the Vaseline and everything. Why doesn't Shayna do the entourage thing in the Fed? I don't know. I think that'd be fucking cool if she did
That
that.
would be cool too.
Yeah, she should. Maybe right now is not the best time to have a group of people
Yeah,
just milling
45
around
people.
the outside.
Look at that kip up.
She fancies me.
Hell yeah, I'm an athlete, guys. Fuck, these kicks had no. Dude, I kicked her so hard and like nothing. She's like the toughest bitch I've ever been in the ring with.
That one got her a little bit. I think that one got her a little bit. And she comes with the counter. The counter. Oh.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, but it was like
Oh! What is that?
yeah.
What do you call that? Water wheel suplex. I think that's what you call that.
Yeah, it was cool working with her because like it was clear. She had less than 10 matches at this point, I think.
Oh, and look at her. But she was overconfident, I think, sometimes because she had the MMA experience. She's saying, I can put any submission on her I want and finish this match.
Yeah. How many ways can I make her tap?
Shayna Baszler taking her time. She wasn't just happy winning. She did want to embarrass opponent, and this, But I think she's making a mistake by underestimating Nicole Matthews.
You can't underestimate Nicole Matthews. Come on.
Always has something up her sleeve.
That's right.
Women in the kitchen, I see what you're onto. You're reaching there. You disgust me. I don't have to reach. I'm 6'4".
It's a smart idea doing a strike exchange. Someone with an MMA background.
Oh, you catch her. And Nicole with the trip. And into the submission, the Lion Tamer.
Super over in Vancouver, never over in Chicago.
Not a move that Shayna is used to, but she is able to get that trip counter into the ankle lock. Nicole smartly makes her way to the ropes.
It was nice to like. It was kind of cool because we would because I like doing a lot of submissions, but they're always like super pro wrestling type submissions, right? And her submissions were obviously a little more like MMA based, so that was really fun to. Yeah, it's like what's better, pro wrestling or MMA?
Yes.
I guess we'll see at the end.
I think we will. Folks, 65% of the money on Shayna Baszler.
Oh, so you guys like MMA better than pro wrestling? I see.
35%
okay.
Nicole Matthews. Domunist one who just got here already putting big money down on Nicole Matthews. He's a believer.
That's right.
He's a believer. Mega Driver says
I don't know if that's smart money, but I appreciate it.
Bobby Babylon, thanks for the follow. Volunteer Red Wolves, thank you for the follow. Northern Lights suplex. I guess there was pinfall too in this.
Yeah, I don't remember. Oh, this is a mistake.
Yeah.
What?
Biting. See,
Oh,
see, Baszler not used to that sort of thing. Not allowed in MMA. An MMA referee would be right on top of that. Pro wrestling referees, though,
yeah, they're like, yeah, that's fine.
not the greatest. Not the most observant. Look at that. That stretch muffler. Look at that. That's Shayna going to the pro wrestling well for a submission. Nice hits.
Wow, really digging deep into the bag of tricks on that one.
Uh-oh.
Oh, shit.
Exploder. Oh, and drive down, not with the suplex. Different, very different from Baszler there. Very interesting.
This has been nothing but action from the start to the finish so far.
I like this gear on her.
Oh, it's sick.
She's one. Hey, she's one who's kept like kind of the same type of gear.
Yes, she definitely has a theme. Yeah. Oh, so quick,
Yeah,
almost
right.
into that arm bar. Nicole just barely able to get those hands clasped. It would have been over. Look at that. Oh, did you? I hope the camera. I hope our. Look at that. Come on, referee. Come on.
I wish I kick it. I hope I kick his face. Yeah, I really should have made friends before this match for sure.
Well, I gotta say, excellent strategy from by Baszler. Look at that. Look at that hold. Gut wrench suplex. Big time maneuver, and she holds on.
So strong.
Just cannot. Nicole cannot get out of her grasp, holding her like a little baby. Baszler with the double gut wrench.
We're cocky right now, though. Hey, not looking good for Nicole. Come on.
Not looking
I got
good.
Some fight
Oh
in
my
me.
God,
I got some fight in me still.
Not a believer. Baszler is calling for the end.
Oh, maybe he's right. Maybe this isn't looking good for Nicole.
With that patented German suplex, we mentioned it earlier. That is a game changer. That may be a game changer. The Wizard Adam says they believe in Nicole Matthews. Oh, look at this. But how can you believe in anything when this Jessamine Duke? Look at that.
Referee just lets us go. That sucks.
It's bad enough you have to fight Baszler. You also have to fight her lackeys, and you have to fight off Jessamine Duke. But you let Baszler fight her off for you. Will we get the brain buster? Yeah, a deep brain buster. I love your brain buster, by the way. That was a deep one. Usually you make it very vertical. That had some impact on that one.
That was impactful.
Nice one.
Oh my lucha skills coming. into.
Casey
Oh,
Matthews
no.
on the
Damn.
top.
Too bad.
This is unfamiliar territory for her.
Baszler was pretty fresh when she got that brainbuster, though. Was able to recover. May have been a mistake by Matthews not to go for the pinfall or submission at that point. But Matthews is countering. Uh-oh. What will we see here?
Dear God, what is this?
Son. Into the running powerbomb. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Yeah. Use
And
that pro
another
wrestling.
roaring elbow. And a third roaring elbow. Oh, my God.
Referee's backing off.
Holy shit. The ref is just calling for the match. I don't think I have ever seen a finish like that in professional wrestling. It was just like you hit a switch and you just fucking knocked her the fuck out. Just straight up. Oh my God.
Elbows.
Mega Driver says you hit the L1 button and it was over. Oh my God.
Yes, exactly. I did some poses when like she was down to get my power up a little bit too. With some taunts.
Nicole Matthews just clobbed.
Yes.
Baszler still recovering. Just switched it on. The German suplex was the turning point. Brainbuster. And then
the brainbuster was pretty deep. I think that made her a little loopy. I think you're
made her
right.
a little loopy.
High impact.
Let me see, because I kind of want to kind of see this again. Oh yes, can't forget that running power bomb into the buckle, and then it was 1, 2,
The second one didn't hit very well, but the first and third.
3, and
There
that was it for Shayna Baszler. Wow, what an amazing match. Now, while we pull up our next match, Nicole, can you tell people if you don't have, where are some promotions that people should check out to see you wrestle in?
Probably like the ECCW YouTube page probably has a lot that you can. If you just put Nicole Matthews versus on YouTube, a few different places come up. But the Stream Shimmer website has. If you go streamshimmer.com, I think it's like $10 a month. It's pretty good, and it's like there's 85 volumes on there right now. I think the first 85.
Yeah,
and I'm on from 15 till then, basically. Like I was there for a long time. So it's the tag stuff we were talking about earlier with Portia. All that's on there. A lot of my early the Joshi girls as well. There, so I'd probably pick them for if you're looking for hard to find matches, like ones that aren't on YouTube. And then YouTube, Nicole Matthews versus, and then a bunch of shit will come up, and a bunch of shit will come up too. So you have to be selective. There's a few matches on there. I'm like, oh my God, can we please take that off? But
so, what is it like being a wrestler in the digital age? I know some wrestlers would ask people to like take matches off. I remember one wrestler, they posted every single match that they were in on their YouTube, and like Sarah Del Rey like threw shade at them, like, you don't need to post every match that you. She subtweet. It was a subtweet. It wasn't direct.
I love
years ago.
Well,
but yeah,
I guess I don't know. It's like it's weird because like I don't know. It's kind of like a stand-up comedian trying new jokes somewhere sometimes,
yeah.
right? Like it's like sometimes there's some matches I want to experiment with if it's like in a small town in DC and I just want to like kind of try some shit out, and maybe I don't need the whole world to see it necessarily, but it is what it is, right? It's there's definitely more pros and cons, especially for us wrestlers who live like in not in the States, basically, right? It's like our way of getting exposure. Like, for example, Artemis Spencer, who like is my husband, he like he's been wrestling for 18 years now, and he just got noticed 4 years ago, like because of his matches being out there, and then because of that, he was asked to do Defy Wrestling, which is based out of Seattle, and then like his career, like he had a little cool run there because of that. But without the digital age, like he would have just been stuck up here, which is fine. Like it's like Vancouver's a super fun scene, but we definitely wouldn't be getting the exposure that we are able to now. Even though hopefully we get more exposure when COVID's done and stuff. But yeah, no, it's interesting though. Like sometimes there's definitely times where I want to I've had to tell like once someone who I knew was filming a match I had, and it was just a disaster.
Oh.
And I said to him, like, you cannot put that up. I'm sorry. Like I can't visit that match. And he's like, okay, no, fair enough. So like sometimes if you know the person, you can be like, but there's this one match that was posted of mine. That's like two different people posted it because they were filming from the audience, and it was just like, I hate the match so much, but I also don't know these people well enough to just like like be like, hey, can you take that off? Because like one of them stoked because it's like one of his like top viewed matches on his YouTube that he's posted, right? And I'm just like, fuck, that match is terrible. I hate it so much. Like it was one of those matches where after I'm like, why am I still wrestling? Sort of thing. Like I got depressed after. It was a rough night at the office. But like, it is what it is, right? But like matches like this are like I can watch, and I'm able to watch my old stuff, and it's cool. Like it's nice right now too to be able to like watching the old Shimmer stuff, looking at stuff from 2006, 2007, and it's just like, whoa, that's crazy to be able to just like type in my name and see all that. So yeah, it's a kind of pros and cons, but way more pros than cons, I think.
Yeah. All right. So we're going to get back into the action with Dynamite Kansai versus Yumiko Hotta. Two of the hardest hitting wrestlers that have ever walked the face of the earth. Too hard hitting at times, people have said. Hotta especially a little bit infamous for being a little too hard. So we're going to see a battle. That is Dynamite Kansai. I have met her several times because she has a restaurant in Japan, and I used to go all the time, and she would always like try to challenge me to like eat her big what do you call it? I think it's like the pancake noodle. It's like where they have all the ramen and then mix it with like a batter, and it's like, and they put a bunch of like seafood and meat and like everything and like 5 eggs, and it's like a whole like plate, and she was like, try to eat this whole thing, and I couldn't, and she made fun of me for it. Just a cool...
How long did you live in Japan for?
4 years.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, I absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it.
この日のために力を蓄えております。そしてこの日を待ちに待っておりました。さあ、今日は何かを変える日であります。堀田由美子。
Cool. Oh, that's a next level robe right there.
Yeah, look at the pageantry from Hotta. This is her home promotion. Kansai coming in from, I believe, at this time, JWP. Dynamite Kansai in the green, her signature green. Recently retired a couple years ago due to injury. Hotta still wrestling in her signature white and purple. Absolutely beautiful robe. This is one of AJW's biggest shows, certainly their most well regarded. Everyone was showing out, had the best gear. What do you do when you know you're on a big show, and like you have to get some knock them off their socks gear? You've been through this a few times.
You want to like it's like a weird combo because you want to get gear that fits really well, but you also want to try something new. So sometimes the experiment goes wrong a bit. I've been very unlucky in that respect. At the Mae Young, both new gear I got had wardrobe malfunctions in both of them.
Oh,
So
well, the show was edited, so I'm sure.
Yeah, I was good at like pulling up my top on one of them in a bridge at one point. I was like, ooh, it was pretty funny. But yeah, I know you want to like you're like, okay, what's going to make me stand out? You want to get like unique gear, and then sometimes gear makers are a little last minute with shit, so like you don't maybe have time to experiment with it or to wrestle around with it, which is like, but you want it to be the first time you wear it, right? So it's funny. You have to. It's a funny balance with that.
like say you get your gear the Friday afternoon before you have to fly out. Do you just put it on and run around your apartment to see it?
Right? Yeah, you do some squats and hope for the best. Like you're like, yeah, okay. Like not exactly. Yeah, I wish I had a wrestling ring at my house so I could roll around, but don't have that luxury. Yeah, exactly. Well, that's always how it is. You get it like hours before you're leaving somewhere, and you're like, okay, well, fingers crossed that this works out.
Lots of strong strikes earlier in this match. Joe Fartzler, my friend, comedian, actor. You've seen him in many commercials and TV shows. He says he always feels so damn pumped when he put a singlet on.
Oh, new gear feeling is that's a good high right there. You're just like, yes, I feel like a superhero in this.
Oh, Hota with the kicks. Joe Hartzler, will you be going up after our stream is finished with some more Halo tournament? I may hop on and play with you. Absolutely. High tension match here. Two of the fiercest strikers in all of Joshi. We've already seen them let loose a little bit with those calf kicks, which, now it's, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh! One side to the other, and the ref is counting. Oh my God.
Oh,
and Hota, oh my, sick kicks there.
Fuck, I wish I could wrestle like this, but then no one would ever want to wrestle me.
I mean, it is a thing. I have heard people legitimately kind of pissed off at Hota. This is all rumors from 20 years ago, so don't take it seriously, folks. But I'm just giving
you grain of salt.
Yeah, I'm just giving you what the word on the street is. That's all.
Well, and there's like difference between I like. That sounds weird. I like getting hit hard. I like that type of snug style, but like when someone gets you. Like I had a strike get me awkwardly in the jaw, like an 08 maybe, and I still can't like open my mouth full without it cracking.
Oh,
so
God.
Yeah, there's a price you pay to do that snug style, but totally worth it for the cool, I don't know. Is it worth it? I don't know if it is. Actually,
mean,
now that I'm saying it out loud, I had nothing there.
It's a violent art.
Yeah, art. It's for the art. I was gonna say for the memories, but like that also is like getting hit in the head. I think I'm doing okay with that though. I don't think I have any.
Well, let's hope so.
Ooh,
yes. Cross our fingers.
Yeah, me and Artie were just like, well, we don't have any kids to tell us when our memory's leaving, so we're just hoping for the best on that one as we get old, Hopefully one of us is a little more with it than
A
the
little
other.
bit more with it. And you've wrestled Arya a few times, right?
We've wrestled 101 once, and it was really fun. It was just like a 10-minute kind of mid-cardy match, like a lot of just mat wrestling. Yeah, it was super fun. I won with my backup signature move, roll up, foot on the ropes.
Oh, hell yeah.
Classic. Yeah, no, we had that, and then I think we've been in like a couple multi-mans, like multi-person matches with each other, but that's our only 101. Well, we had two 101s, and he dislocated his knee on the first one we did, and that was like in like 12 years ago or something. That was so long ago. Yeah, but we would like I would like another match where we can just go for however long we want to.
Oh, and looks like
he's
Holta
like my favorite wrestler.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Yeah, it's convenient, right? And he was my main. He wasn't like my initial trainer, but he's been the biggest influence training wise on me throughout the years. So yeah,
Did you
no,
pull the fast one
a good
on?
time.
He didn't teach you. Did he teach you how to cheat?
No, oh no, that's all me. Like I'm way sassier than him, so like I do what I need to do in there. Cheat to win. That's freaking right.
Yeah, Holta struggling to get up. Holta just peppering her with kicks whenever she feels like it. So far, it's been all AJW in these interpromotional matches, with Kansai looking to even the score. Kicks her all the way out of the ring. You see Holta getting support from the from the AJW Young Girls. Well, not young girls. That's Taco in a way. They didn't have that many young girls.
Comparatively, I guess.
Yeah. Absolutely love Joshi. But Holta, kind of not living up to the Joshi edict, taking that time out in the outside instead of going at Kansai.
Yeah, this is the most slow-paced match we've watched. It's crazy.
I know,
it's still like, this is my pace. This is what this is.
Oh, look at that pile driver. Absolutely perfect pile driver. Jesse Ventura, yes, win if you can, lose if you must, but always cheat.
That's right. I'd say my cheating ways came from teaming with Portia for so long. I think we won as many matches cheating as we did with the German Superkick combo.
What is the worst thing you've done, you think, as a wrestler? Nicole Matthews, a wrestler, has done. I was trying to think, because
probably burning Madison Eagle's face.
Yeah.
With a fireball. Yeah, and Portia was right there helping me, so
I think the worst thing Portia ever did was trying to spear Allison Danger after Allison Danger announced that she was taking time from wrestling because she was expecting.
She should have been in the ring. I'm with Portia on that.
And you were right there with her. Folks, Nicole Matthews tried to attack.
I didn't try. I was just there supporting the person
supported
attacking.
The attack. I was in the audience. I could not believe it. It was one of the most insane things I've ever seen in my life. Oh my god.
Yeah, it was rad. Yeah. I don't think my fireball comes that close. I wasn't trying to.
Zelka asked me, Leslie, is this what I support? Am I going to be canceled for having you on? Of all the things, yes, I guess so. The Canadian ninjas are toxic.
We were bad people, man. Not good influences on each other either. There was like matches where we didn't get along. Even we were such assholes at each other. We didn't like each other. Like it was. Yeah, it was a great tag team.
Look at that. Hota with the eye poke, with I think a eye gouge on a top rope eye gouge. She just did a top rope eye gouge. This match is breaking down.
Oh, Trio Woe into chest kicks. That's hilarious. Oh my god.
And it's 93. 93.
That's rad.
People would lose their mind if they saw that today.
Yeah. I'm just gonna copy this match exactly, I think, and then get all this praise for it. It'll be great. It'll be between you and me, that I'm
Yes,
just completely ripping off this.
Tiger suplex.
Nice.
Excuse me, Tiger driver from Hota. That second one to Kansai. And Kansai looks like she is drained. And this might be the end. Hota has reasserted her dominance. Looks to be the fresher fighter. And I think something that may strike someone if this is their first time watching Joshi, these two women don't look like the average wrestler that you might see when you turn on TV in America. All sorts of different looks, body shapes, styles in Joshi, all accepted and thrive.
Yeah.
And that one of the things I love about it, every different type of person could be a wrestler.
Yeah.
Kansai waking up, not knowing where she is. Oh my god! Oh, look at that! Those kicks to the back.
Hell yes.
I mean, but I think there is a reason why wrestlers don't kick each other in the back of the head that much. But Hota does not seem to care.
She didn't get the memo.
No. Oh my god! Oh my god! Cross arm German suplex from the ropes. Oh my god! And
Almost like a precursor to the Spider German a little bit.
Yes. You watch the stuff.
Awesome.
And
who did the Spider German for? Oh Jesus Christ! So good.
Oh my god! Pyramid bomb right there. That's that pyramid bomb when you cross the arms and put them down. Uh-oh. Look at that. Kansai. Uh-oh. This is her signature maneuver. The Splash Mountain type maneuver. Oh! Sharp angle on that.
That was
and
good.
Dynamite Kansai takes this for the outside team.
Nice.
Absolutely amazing match. Kansai able to just get the win with her signature maneuver. I'm sorry I forget the name, but if you look up her Wikipedia, you will find it. And she just dropped Hota down with that and is able to get the first W for the outside promotion. And
that looked good.
Pretty even money on this one, 44% to Kansai. She was a bit of an underdog, but Mega Drivers taking most of the pot again. Absolutely amazing match. You love to see it, folks. You love to see it.
God, if this is someone's first time watching wrestling, though, and then they're going to be like, oh, okay, I'm going to watch all the wrestling I can. They're going to be so disappointed compared to this.
I do worry about that. I have to say,
I think we have set the expectations too high.
Sadly, it does not get better than this. This is one of the greatest shows of all time. But there's still lots of great stuff, and when we can actually go and see the shows live, there's nothing like it, of course.
No, pro wrestling's the best. I love it so much. I still love it. It's like this. I guess like the quarantine or whatever is really. I've been just watching a ton of wrestling, and it's like really. I've been revisiting what I used to watch when I was like a teenager, and I had good taste back then, man. Like all the stuff I used to watch was still really good. All the early ROH stuff and like watching Danielson, like I was like binge watching him. It was like fucking amazing. Paul London back then, like fuck man. So
Paul
underrated.
London, he was so good back in the day. So good.
So good. So good. Yeah, just I highly recommend.
Now, Nicole, do you mind if I pull a small audible on you? Because I noticed that the Nicole Matthews versus Nicole Savoy match was up on
Oh,
Shimmer's
okay.
YouTube
Yeah.
if you want to watch that. If you're down to
Sure.
watch
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
All right, cool. So we're gonna watch a little bit of Nicole. I'm gonna bring it up, and Nicole, if anybody has any questions for Nicole in the chat, why don't you drop them right now while I pull up the next video?
Sweet. If you just bet on Nicole, you should win this. Sorry, that was a really bad joke.
Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. As we pull up the next match.
My
Oh.
Okay, my dream match. I would love to wrestle Sasha Banks, but that's dream, right? That's a really, really big dream. Uh, I would love another match with Bailey. I had a couple with her when she first came to Shimmer, like a one-on-one and a tag. But I'm a huge fan of hers as a person and as a wrestler. And I would like one more match against Madison Eagles. Favorite wrestler? Yeah, Bryan Danielson is my favorite wrestler of all time.
Cool. We watched him versus Kenta in ROH last week here.
I love that match. Oh, that is one of my favorite matches of all time, actually. So good taste. You really are setting their expectations too high, though, for wrestling if you're doing that.
All right, so I think we are just about ready. I'll have to adjust the video, but we are good to go. This will be a match for the Shimmer World Championship.
Best match you ever had? I don't know what the best match I've ever had is, honestly. I don't think I've had it yet. Like I still feel like I have a best match in me still. I don't know. I think it depends on what type of style of match you like. I think me and Madison had some really good matches. Me and a guy around here named Alex Plexus had really good chemistry with each other, but they were always kind of like 12-minute type of matches. They weren't like epic main event matches. Yeah, it just depends on what type of style you like, I guess. But biggest bump you've ever taken? Oh my god, a lot of stupid shit. I took a half and half. I don't know if it's the biggest bump I've ever taken, but I took like a half and half suplex from Madison on the apron at Shimmer, which that was probably a really stupid bump to take. I've done a lot of like. Oh, Shayna. Shayna gave me a big bump. She came and interfered in a match I had when she first started wrestling, and there's like a ladder on the second turnbuckle in the corner, and I was like in a ladder match, and she came and powerbombed me onto the ladder, but it didn't go onto it. It just kind of went to the side. So like I was fine, but the bump looked like fucking sick. So that was, and I took like with like a ladder like this on the rope. So when like distant bombed me onto it, this guy named Pete Powers. So I don't know, one of those. I don't know. I've taken a lot of stupid bumps. Honestly, I really like bumping. So I'm crazy like that. I'm crazy.
Well, that's one thing that I think that's kind of underrated because, of course, fans are more cognizant of wrestler safety now, but like a lot of wrestlers kind of like doing wild shit.
Yeah, that's the thing. Actually, that's funny you say that because I've been like lately, I see fans be like, "Oh, what's that? That's so stupid." Blah blah blah. And like, I agree, wrestlers do stupid shit all the time for sure. But like, we're choosing to do it, so I don't know. I really like doing that, and it's not usually as unsafe as people think it is. Sometimes it is, but like, yeah, if someone's like straight up like kicking me in the head, that's probably not great. But like a lot of the times they're really not, and they're just good at what they're doing, and like you. So yeah, it's a balance, and I get like wanting to be aware of like CTE and everything, but sometimes you're kind of being tricked and thinking it's worse than it actually is.
Yeah. And so we do have a limited amount of time, so we are going to jump into the middle of this match, but I would highly recommend going and checking this out because it is absolutely a phenomenal match. But we are going to jump in so we can see the finish of this match in time to get to our big Halo tournament. Nicole, what was your mindset going into this match?
This was it's funny. Me and Nicole Savoy never wrestled until 2019, and then we wrestled each other 4 times that year.
And as you can see, already so intense in this match. Nicole Matthews, Nicole Savoy, who is going to walk away with the Shimmer Championship? I believe you, Nicole, came in with the title, and you were the challenger, actually. Yes. I think Nicole froze. Hold on 1 second, everyone. I think Nicole had a little bit of a freeze. But get your money down. Nicole Matthews, Nicole Savoy. This match is on YouTube. You just look up Nicole Matthews, Nicole Savoy. You will be able to watch the full thing in its entirety. Let me see if I can get Nicole back on.
Matthews is fighting it.
We're not going to find out. Matthews now, again connecting with the boot on Savoy. Pulling her back to the corner. Swinging DDT blocked. Oh. And now Savoy with Matthews.
Oh!
Launches her. That took every ounce of energy still left in the body of Nicole Savoy, though, to throw her with that suplex.
Right, and to be able to stop the momentum of that swinging DDT and then pop up that suplex.
Let me turn up the volume a little bit while I try to get Nicole back on. Oh, I think this is Veda Scott, perhaps, on commentary, who was on our show just a couple of weeks ago. Be sure to check her out. She just started
going to the eyes of Savoy right there was Matthews. Knee strike from Savoy. Big boot from Matthews.
Okay, I think I hear you. Don't see
Hello.
it. Oh,
rolling elbow.
but you just clocked Nicole Savoy with a rolling elbow. We're going to see if we can get an instant replay on that drop that
So close.
I love the rolling elbow. It's one of my favorite moves, but it's a high-risk one. It's a high-risk one because it's very easy later the match kind of whiff it. I've seen. Yeah. Always a risk.
That's true.
But absolutely beautiful move, and you do it beautiful.
Just
this is
drilled her
beautiful
with that
gear. I
buzzsaw.
think this is absolutely amazing.
Knocked her
gear
out,
you
but not
got.
going for the
Very
cover.
smart.
Pulling her
Yeah,
back
it's one of
up.
my better ones for
Going for the
sure.
brainbuster. Savoy blocks.
Savoy.
Oh, cradles the leg here.
Oh,
Fisherman suplex.
beautiful. Not quite. That's a little bit. It was a
Only
little bit different than the
two.
fisherman. It was a little bit sideways.
Very close.
Yeah, I didn't quite pop my
Issue
hips
with the
enough to
referees
get
kind
her
of
over
looked
the
fair to
top.
me.
Oh, wait, look good. Look good.
Matthews getting visibly
Nicole
frustrated.
Matthews. All right, so 48% went to Nicole Matthews, 52%
Hasn't been
on
able to hit
Nicole
the Vancouver
Savoy.
maneuver.
It's matches like
Roll
this
the
that make you my
dice.
second favorite. Who's your first favorite
Could now be the
wrestler?
time to
then?
go for it. Looks like she
Huh?
is.
Yeah, I think so.
Better be someone good.
Savoy
Better be someone
avoids the
good.
Maybe it's Portia.
Trying to get a suplex
that's
of her
acceptable.
own. Holds her in half. No, only
Nicole
two.
Savoy, absolutely fantastic
going back and
wrestler.
forth.
Love her. Yeah,
Now they're
she's
both down again.
yeah. So we never wrestled
Savoy
each
needs
other
to
for
take
a
this
really
time to
long
recover
time,
a little bit.
and then we wrestled each other in a short, like multiple times in a very short amount of time, and it was fun every time we wrestled. I really enjoyed wrestling her, and she's like super nice too, which helps. You know, not that they're not a lot. Most honestly, most women in wrestling are
Matthews avoids
pretty
it.
fucking cool.
What's she
There's not
looking
too
for
many
here?
assholes.
Got her up.
There it is.
Fireman's carry.
There's some though.
But elbows here
Obviously.
from Savoy.
From what
Trying
I've
to
seen,
fight
it
off
seems
the
like
shoulders
generally
of Matthews.
there's a lot of
Looking to cinch into
camaraderie because
submission
they're all
here.
just like
Oh.
independent
Referee
she's got
checking,
it.
working day
checking on the
jobs, working
condition
together, trying
of
to make
Nicole
something happen
Matthews. Will
on the
she be
That's it.
forced to give it up?
Ruby Riot, that's a good pick.
Can she hang in there?
Okay, I love working her. We've had a couple of really fun matches
trying to lock
together.
it in.
Our Shimmer is a hardest
Fighting
Shimmer
back up. She's got
tournament.
her on
I
her
don't know what
shoulders.
volume that
Samoan
is,
drop.
but it was
Look at
really
that
fun.
backdrop,
Clutching
and
her
as you can
shoulder in
see,
pain, the former champion Nicole
this is
Matthews.
serendipity because Nicole
Able to get
Savoy,
that
huge
Samoan,
gamer,
just
has
a quick
Master
opportunity, but her
Chief on
shoulder
her
is
gear.
obviously hurt.
And of course, up next we
grabbing
will
the
be
hair.
We will be
Nice.
watching
The
Joe
championship
Hartzler do a
reign.
Halo tournament. It all
I
comes
don't
together.
know what
It all
Nicole
comes
Matthews
together.
has in mind here, but
Great
it's looking good.
transition.
Back to that
Very
swinging
nice.
Swinging
DDT.
DDT, yeah.
And on commentary right now, Dave
Savoy trying to
Prazek
fight it
and
off, block the
Veda
attempt.
Scott, who has been a guest on this show.
Lands a shot in the
Veda's
corner.
so good at commentary.
climbing up
I love
now.
her.
Yeah.
Again,
Very
fighting for
strong
maybe a
Twitter
superplex,
game as
looking for
well.
that
Yes,
butterfly
yes.
suplex.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
She can
Yeah,
hook
she's cool
it.
as fuck.
Oh!
She gets it.
That
Nice.
that double overhead suplex from the ropes.
The Shimmer
Yeah,
champion,
I think it's a
Nicole
crime
Savoy.
that Savoy
Rolling for the
isn't signed.
cover.
Maybe she doesn't want to be. I haven't really talked to her about it, but
No.
uh,
So close,
yeah,
but
that's
only
an
two.
easy pickup, I
Matthews with the
think,
shoulder
Yeah.
up.
for AEW. So hopefully
Savoy getting
one
a burst of
day.
energy here.
She's
Oh.
awesome.
Running kick.
And no again.
Two determined wrestlers.
Especially
here.
Veda
Main
too.
event
I
on
wonder
the
if
summit.
that's an easy pickup for
Yeah.
AEW. I
'Cause,
think.
I mean,
Several new champions
she's
crowned
absolutely
already.
made.
Will we see
Sign
another?
our people, Tony Khan. Just sign.
Sign people I like. Come on. Sign my friends.
So close.
Both women up.
so many people are signed already, though, so there's not too many left.
Now,
I'll be the only one left. Oh.
trying to get it. Matthews blocking. Throws the kick.
High kick
ducked
from Matthews.
to the
High
back
kick
of
from
the
Savoy.
head.
Oh, half Nelson suplex.
Nice.
That's it.
And somehow Matthews
But
kicks
Matthews able to
What is it gonna
survive.
take for
The
either of these
veteran
women to
wrestler
pull out
at
a
this point, the
victory
more
tonight?
experienced wrestler at this point.
Oh God, yeah, I guess so, right? I don't. But keep down the download. I want people to like still think I'm 23
And the thing
or
there,
whatever, you know.
all the sequences, they take a lot out of Nicole Savoy too. She's just basically bridging directly back onto her neck.
Someone called me
with a weight of
ma'am
another
on
person
Twitter
on
the
top
other
of
day, and I was like, oh fuck you,
Oh,
no.
okay.
Don't ma'am me.
Matthews. Gonna follow up maybe the Vancouver maneuver. No, brainbuster.
Uh-oh. Yeah, another deep one. Another deep one.
right onto her head.
Oh, yeah, I did mention we played Kenta last week, and he showed up in AEW. So,
So close.
hopefully,
Please.
we're making magic happen
Trying to
here
hold
on
on.
Struggle Session. Thank you for the reminder, Zelda Cat. I forgot to mention that.
Matthews can't
That's
figure out what she
awesome.
has to
Tony,
Yeah,
if
how
you're
cool
watching.
is
She hasn't
that?
been able to hit that Vancouver
I just saw
maneuver yet.
something. Someone posted. I like retweeted it, but someone posted a clip of John Moxley saying how anyone who is around his age like ripped off Kenta or something. Watched Kenta rip him off, and I'm like, yup, that's true. We all did.
Look at that back kick from Savoy.
Brainbuster again.
Another brain buster.
Again. Damn.
I hadn't
That's
seen that
great.
back kick from you before. That was nice.
This time,
Uh-oh,
Vancouver
and we get the
maneuver.
Vancouver
Chance
maneuver.
New
This one's
champ.
over.
Matthews
That
puts the
is
Done.
it. Two.
Smart money says.
Oh!
Savoy kicks out of the Vancouver
I was about to
maneuver.
click the outcome. There's no way that Savoy should have been able to kick out of that after two brainbusters and the Vancouver maneuver.
Kicks out of that. Come on.
The
God.
Shimmer champion trying to hold on against the former
Who's gonna pull
Shimmer
out the
champion.
win?
Nicole Matthews has basically busted out everything in her arsenal that we've seen her use.
Einberg
to win
is going
championships
wild.
before.
He says that should have been the end, and Nicole's just getting mean now,
And
just
now she's
stepping
just frustrated.
Just
on
shivers
Savoy's
out.
face.
What's she doing? Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Pulling down the knee pad.
You know it's business. I'm gonna go for that knee I was talking
Holds
about.
onto that leg.
Oh, it didn't work.
Into a
Oh.
submission. Savoy's got it.
Oh,
Can
was
Matthews
Rings
hang in
of
there?
Saturn-like maneuver.
Wrenching back on the hold.
And Nicole Matthews has to tap out.
Savoy retains.
Yeah, I was trying to bring back that knee I said that never got over.
And that
that's what
was the
happened.
mistake. That was the mistake. She separated from Savoy, and it cost her. But it's,
The queen of suplexes
you know,
continues to
disappointing
prove that she's
end
very
there to
skilled
the
in
match,
submission game
but
as
not a
well.
disappointing show at all. Nicole, it's been
And
really
survives
wonderful to
the
talk to you.
summit
Can see you
and a very
again.
tough
I hope
Oh,
you're
good
doing
to talk to
well.
you too.
I just
I
want to
am.
victory.
yeah, that's great to hear because I just want to say, like, I just started coming to these shows as a fan, and you were always, I mean, in the ring, you were always an asshole, but outside the ring, you've always been just absolutely a lovely person, and, you know, not just nice, but somebody who stands up for what they believe in and speaks their mind. And we need more people like you in the world, period, in wrestling as well. Absolutely
thanks. I
pleasure to
appreciate
have
that.
you on. Everyone, please support Nicole. Watch more of her matches on YouTube. And, hopefully, maybe if you get that new computer, you can start, your own streams or something. Maybe the dojo should have a Patreon for people who want to see, like, stuff. That would be, I think, a lot of people...
Yeah, that's a good idea. We need someone on our team who's a hustler, and none of us are. We're all like typical Vancouver people. You think we're all like donors or something, but we're not. But like it's just like, yeah, whatever. I don't know. I guess it's cool if people follow us. Yeah, not much hustle in our blood, but we'll try. Maybe that's a good idea. And yeah, when I was switching out computers with my husband, I was like, oh fuck, maybe I should get a new computer. This is pretty bad. It's like from 2013, I think.
Oh, God. Well, Nicole, thank you so much. You've been a wonderful guest. Hopefully, we'll have you back on. I didn't mention you were the first ever guest on the Struggle Session podcast. You were the first ever guest we had. So I'm very happy.
Oh, was that when we talked about the
Donald Trump?
Yes.
His professional wrestling, whether Donald Trump was good at wrestling and judging his lariats and stuff, because he had put out that meme of him doing wrestling, but his wrestling was actually not up to snuff. And I brought you on because you had used a lariat as your finisher. Yes. And it was pretty damn good, and Trump's just not that good.
No, unfortunately not for him. Yeah.
Well,
whatever happened to that guy, anyways?
Well, folks, we are going to say goodbye. We are going to do a raid. So hang on 1 second. Everyone say goodbye to Nicole. And you can find her at N Matthews Ninja on Twitter. Thank you all so much for joining us. Have a good one.
Thanks, guys.